Good morning and welcome to Manhood Monday with Coach Ellis. Hey, this is the day I spend just a few minutes with men talking about man issues. This is how to be a better father, how to be a better husband, how to be a better provider. And for the last week, we started talking about this fathering thing. We talked about last week how to be a better father, what our sons need from their fathers. So today I want to spend just a few minutes talking about the top 10 things that a daughter needs from their father. And the reason this is important is that this past week I've watched some television and I've seen some young ladies on TV with all kinds of issues, issues of identity, issues of self-worth, issues of personal value. And I begin to wonder, where are their fathers? I always see their mothers with them, but I very rarely see their fathers. Then on one occasion, I saw the father, and I began to ask, well, Dad, if you're there, what have you or have you not given to your daughter to help her in this place? And kids all go through their issues. And I'm not saying the kids don't. But some of these things are so severe that I have to wonder if the father was actively engaged. But then I start wondering, what are some things that your daughters need from you? And so I look at some of the things that I've seen parents who have very good relationship with their kids, who kids grow up and become great positive role models. So what are the top 10 things that a father needs to provide for the daughter? Now, number one, I think above all those, above everything else, is you must love her mother. Even if you're not together, even if you've never been married to her, even if she makes it difficult for you, you must show your daughter that you love and respect their mother. Not love from the perspective of the amorous, erotic love, but that you have a genuine respect and care for her. Because how you treat her mother is an indicator to your daughter of your value of women. So you have to love her mother. You have to respect her mother. You must have a positive relationship with her mother. And even if her mother is not trying to help you with this, and if you believe the mother is being particularly hard or unresponsive, do it anyway, because as she grows up, as your daughter grows up, she'll begin to delineate whether or not you put in the effort or not to respect and love her mother, because that's the closest woman in her life, and that's going to be very important. The other thing is attach to your daughters. Let them attach to you. Daughters, they're daddy's girls. They really are. From about age 0 to maybe 10 or 11, they're daddy's girls. And they want to be around daddy and do all the things that daddy does. They want to go play football and play basketball and go hiking and go hunting and show interest in. They want to be attached to you. In fact, they'll go do things they don't even like to do just to be around you. So let them attach to you and attach to them. Here's how you attach to them. You attach to them for their safety. That's number 3 thing. 28% of all young women have been sexually assaulted or abused. And a large part of that is not understanding how to establish boundaries. So fathers, what we do is we show affection toward our daughters, but we also, in doing so, when we attach to them, we show them what safety looks like, how to be in the presence of a man and feel secure and safe. What is appropriate when they're dressing? What is appropriate? And you comment, because as you start setting boundaries for your daughter, it is not so much that you're trying to control her, but giving her some parameters in which how men ought to treat her. The next thing, after you establish safety, you celebrate her mind. Find out what makes her curious. Read to your little girl. You celebrate her mind, because the world will always look at her body. They'll look at her looks, or look at her beauty. But you have a responsibility to celebrate her mind. Even if you don't think she's the brightest, the sharpest knife in the drawer, you celebrate her mind, her creativity. You celebrate what uniquely makes her. You celebrate those things of value in her that have nothing to do with how she looks. The next thing you do is show up. Be there. Go to her events. She has a dance recital. She has a ball game. Show up. There is nothing more powerful than the ministry of presence. Just be there. And when you're there, be there. Don't be on your cell phone. Don't be on your laptop. When you're there, be there for her. Let her know that you are there cheering her on, whether she sits on the bench or she's an all-star, whether she's the primary ballerina or she's one of the in the background. You're celebrating your daughter. Show up at her events. We said before, celebrate her mind, and then because the whole world will concentrate on her looks. But it is appropriate for you also to remind her of her beauty. It's okay to tell your daughter she's pretty. It's okay. And they'll say, well, you're supposed to say that you're daddy. But yeah, you are, but you also say it with sincerity. Because what they'll be able to learn and discern is they'll be able to begin to recognize what sincere compliments look like. Because you have set a standard. So show her, Alice, have your man show his daughter that he appreciates her beauty by commenting, saying how she's pretty, that she's pretty, that she's attractive. Reinforce, and especially if she's going through this period of her life where she is off balance with her body features. Well, don't highlight the features, but highlight the beauty that is in her. The other thing is, show her that real men can negotiate the differences with women by not being abrasive and abusive and argumentative. Show her that we can negotiate. We don't have to agree on everything, but we can negotiate. Do that with her mom. Do that with her grandma. Do that with her aunt. Do it with her. Say, okay, I understand the differences, but here's how things we can negotiate. It helps her understand how men think. It helps her understand so she's not caught unaware by some of the tricks that men will try to pull on her, because you have set her a standard that she can find out what truth. Treat all adult women the way you want your daughter to be treated. Let her, if you're not married to her mom and you're dating, let her see how you treat these other women, because it helps set a standard. Treat her the way that you want her future partner to treat her, which means, and for me, it means I open the doors for my daughters. I pull out chairs for my daughters. I hold umbrellas for my daughters, and when they started dating, they had an expectation that their guy they were dating, whether first date or the 50th date, does the same thing, because you have set a standard. And finally, be the kind of man you want your daughter to marry, because daughters will judge their future spouses off their fathers. Real or imagined issues, real or imagined truth, absent or present, they will judge every man by the first man in their life. These are some of the things we can do to be better fathers for our daughters, because I promise you, if we show our daughters they can get more, they will expect more. And when they expect more, they will get the type of men that will add value to their life and not take away. Hey, I'm Coach Ellis. You got questions or comments, leave them down below. Catch me on Facebook at Coach Ellis, or hit me on email at coach@elliscrum.net. Until next week, have a one-tabulous Fathering Our Daughters Manhood Monday. God bless you. We'll see you later.